Fantastic news, the all-new Mitsubishi Triton 2019 model has just arrived. This is a much talked about ute and is now available at Simon Lucas Motos on the North Shore. This much talked about Triton has had over 2,400 changes. We're talking lane departure warning, blind spot warning indicators, forward collision mitigation, you name it, this Triton has got it. What Mitsubishi's gone and done is given this new chiseled look, and if you look at it, I mean it's square, it stands higher, it's got a good stance. When it comes to four-wheel driving, you know how many times you're out with your mates and you damage your bottom fog lights? What they've done here, very clever, they've raised the fog lights so you won't have that problem down the line. The VRX model here, and this is the one I'm focusing on today, I mean, have a look here. We've got front sensors, which just make sure when it comes to parking, etc., you're gonna be safe. And to top it off, it's got a 360-degree camera, and on the steering wheel you can actually push a button which will show you everything in front of you, whether it's a shopping mall or you're out with the boys and just having a good time in the forest or on the beach. I mean, look at it. This ute is a head turner, and in my opinion is probably the best looking ute on the road today in New Zealand. Another very obvious and big change in the Mitsubishi Triton is what they've done with the tray at the back. The rear bump has been totally configured. If I pop that there, that just drops down like that, and that gives you access to probably the biggest boot in the market at the moment. And there's so many aftermarket accessories available at Simon Lucas on the North Shore. From liners to load lids to sports lids to canopies, you name it, we've got it. And I better point this out quickly. It comes with backing sensors. We've also got our backing camera here, which is obviously where that whole 360 view comes into play with the Mitsubishi Triton. What an incredible looking ute. Have a look at these beautiful, awesome chrome mirrors, and they are big. Trust me, no ute is going to give you visibility like this one can. This particular model is keyless. When you lock your door, your side mirrors will go in automatically, and when you're unlocking it, it will also open up for you. Then we also, stock standard, we got awesome running boards down here. These wheels that we're looking here right now are not standard, but the Triton does come with incredible 18-inch alloys standard across the range, which actually just fills up these wheel arches beautifully. Right, let's talk about our precious cargo in the back, because the Mitsubishi Triton is probably going to be the most comfortable ute in the market, and this is why. Most utes in the market now for kids or passengers or families sitting in the back, most vehicles it'll be sitting up at 90 degrees. But if you look at the shape of the Mitsubishi Triton, this enables us to have it tilted down at the back, which makes it really, really comfortable. And then we've also got your circulation air vents, which work from the air conditioning in the front, and you can actually get this aimed exactly where you want to keep it nice and cool, and you can control your fan speed, etc. from the top here as well. It's also got all the ISOFIX points, so if you have got little car seats in the back, etc., you can't go wrong. The nice thing with the VRX ute here, it's got what we call forward collision mitigation. And what that does is that if I'm driving and let's say I do take my eyes off the road or I get distracted and the car in front of me brakes, this car will warn me to brake, and if I don't brake, it'll actually brake for me, preventing me driving into the back of somebody else. Another great feature is lane departure warning. So if we're driving, and let's say, for example, you start drifting off the road slightly, a big warning light will come in the center console here, and what that will do is just let you know, hang on, you're drifting, get back to the center of the road. I can drive this car tetronically from the steering wheel because I've got pedals which enable me to gear down and gear up. From a communication point, well, what can I say? I mean, the cool thing with this system, it works off an Android or an iPhone. So if you're driving and you want to send a text message, you can. All you're going to do is push the talk button on the steering wheel, and what that will do is give you the facility to send a text message. If somebody responds back to you, it'll then talk the message out. 2 USB ports in the front, we've got an HDMI cable, and not to mention, even for the little ones in the back, we've got 2 USB ports and a console where you can store your phones, etc. And let's say, for example, the kids are hungry. Well, with this system, you just push the talk button, you can say McDonald's. What it does, it'll read exactly where your car is off your phone, and off you go. What sets the Mitsubishi Triton 2019 model apart from all its competitors is our Super Select 4-wheel drive system in the VRX model with off-road mode. So you can actually move from 2 high to 4 high at speeds of up to 100 kilometers per hour without blowing your diff or your warranty. And the really awesome thing with this vehicle, our off-road mode enables you to choose the setting that you're on. So you can choose between sand, rock, mud, snow, or gravel. Another nice thing is it's got hill descent. So if you're out having some fun, all you need to do is focus on the steering. The other nice thing is that when you're in 4-low lock, we've got a 50-50 split on the diff. So that's going to give you exceptional traction in the front and the back and get you out of those very tight, tricky situations. But once she's all set up in 4-low lock, you're just going to crawl through anything in your way. You can't go wrong with a Mitsubishi Triton.